Alright, so we're apparently ready for the world of intermediate. Oh, 1 second, got some stuff messed up elsewhere. There we go. Alright. Got some tricky challenge to do now, it looks like. I am kind of concerned by the fact that I've been having some difficulty making fine adjustments to my movement and whatnot. And it looks like this might require a bit more than I expect to be easy for me to actually carry out.
Set. Go.
I like the openness of this area though, it feels very nice. Nice, seeing something a bit open-ended like this. Okay, so jumping around places like that, that seems fine. Yep. So, interesting. So, I feel like Hoariba was pretty much entirely built on small, careful movements. Like, you never really had much in the way of, like, having to make big jumps like this or anything like that. Probably in part because it didn't make much sense. Because he had full control over the gravity. And you can make it go in basically any direction whatsoever. So there wasn't too much logic in that. Oh, just hiding this one down here. Cool, but what's this guy up here? Oh, I see, that's a time saver. And just for the sake of having done it, let me... I see, I have a really hard time even just laying myself up on here. Like, I have a really hard time laying myself up on there, jeez. I need to go fast for that, too. Man, that one's a bit tricky. We'll work up to something like that, and this one too, of course, jeez. Yeah, so you can build up a whole lot of saving time, I guess. If you go on this. Yeah, I like the openness of this stage. Open things feel nice to me. But so this one, on the other hand, will have some precise, fast-moving stuff from time to time, I guess. If you can imagine, when I saw those in the picture for this stage, my mind went to jumping up those things instead of... Ah, come on. Jumping up those things instead of dropping down them.
Time travel.
Time travel is a weird way to call that. It's just freezing the clock. I don't see how you're supposed to even make a gain in time by picking up that one lone time travel up there anyways. Doesn't seem like the over-under is in your favor. Okay, so right now still not much in the way of qualifying 5 seconds. Yeah, because you pick up all those things, I guess. I think we're getting into some more interesting decor here. 1 lap.
Ready. Set. Go. Super speed.
I like the pit stop here. It's explicitly not what you should be doing. But that's part of why I enjoy it.
Super speed. Super speed.
It's fun.
Super speed.
Whoa! Fantastic. Alright. For real.
Ready. Set. Go. Super speed.
I didn't realize that would be over there.
Super speed.
Didn't expect that super speed to be where it was. Come on now, man. These checkpoints are so small. This is ridiculous. I didn't even pick that one up. How in the world?
Super speed.
Collisions for these gyms are so small. They're considering their size, they're still a little generous. But man, it bugs me how tiny they are. It's really hard to pick them up if you're...
Super speed. Super speed.
Oh boy! It's really tough to pick them up while you're speeding along at full speed. Alright, not breaking any records here, clearly, but...
Super speed.
What? How in the world did... I have gone through the finish way higher than that before. How'd that happen? I get it. Oh! Man, I actually do have to get a better time. Not by much, but
Ready. Set.
fair enough.
Go.
It's valid to... I went straight through that. It's valid to
Super speed.
declare that... Come on. Therefore it's insufficient. Did I accidentally open up the...
Ready. Set.
I accidentally opened up the console.
Go.
The tilde key opens up the console like in mini games, but the thing is that's
Go.
right next to the escape key, which is how
Super
you
speed.
open up the menu to restart a stage, so... Okay, I really need to actually pick up that gem, come on.
Set. Go.
Super speed.
There we go.
Super speed.
Point doesn't necessarily need to go really, really quickly, I just need to not do awful. The qualifying time is still pretty generous. And it makes sense there's a qualifying time on this one, not just because of the race theme, but also because there's literally no challenge in this stage otherwise.
Super speed.
Come on. Yeah, the extra grip you get from the grass is greatly appreciated there. It's a big help.
Super speed.
There we go. Yeah, see? Not bad. Skate park. Yeah, we're having fun with these ideas in intermediate. I like those.
Set.
Yeah, beginner was clearly just training you on everything. It's just a little tutorial, basically. With appropriately uninspired concepts, I guess, for stage design. This one's where they're actually having fun, it feels like. Curious if we get to the advanced stages if they'll continue coming up with the creative stuff, or if they'll just kind of up with level designs that are pure gameplay and no flavor. And just, you know, really sadistic gameplay. This one might also have a qualifying time. I didn't check to look, but it would make sense given the... Did I miss any gems over here? I don't think so. It would make sense given the lack of challenge here otherwise. Yeah, it's I don't know why it is I have what I think is an irrational level of appreciation for cute little level concepts like this, where it's like, this one's a skate park, and whatever, or this one's a racetrack. But I find that very fun. Well, that one didn't even have a qualifier. Okay, so this one says time to qualify. The other ones don't say anything about qualifying times. This one's runs the Matrix, because everything had to runs the Matrix back then, I guess.
Go.
This one's basically just a maze. Could, in theory, use a super jump to get around more efficiently.
Super jump.
Whether I will is another discussion. So that sounds very error-prone. I like the tone of this game's music. It's got a little bit of energy to it, which is appropriate for a game where... Oh, nice loop, by the way. Which is appropriate for a game where you may want to go for a good time. But it's calm enough that it feels laid back in a way that's appropriate for the subject matter. And for the possibility of just going through these places a bit more leisurely. To have fun instead of going for the best time you possibly can. Okay, where in the world are these last two gems now? Now I have no idea where I left a gem. Fortunately, the map doesn't... there isn't any map to help you on such matters. Did I get everything up here? Looks like I did. No, I did not. And here's my quota of crazy dangerous things to do for this level. There we go. Nothing like taking almost 4 times the gold score. Yes, I see. I'm loving these.
Ready.
Well, the last one wasn't very interesting concept-wise, but eh. There's a whole other world around here to... Yeah. Oh, you actually have to do that to make the... I didn't realize that. You do that to make the platform move over here. That's really funny. Could I just jump onto the platform from here? Whatever, I'll play along. That's the fast thing to do, but... It's nothing like actually scoring hoops, which is a lot harder here than I feel like I'd hope. Between how you bounce and the fact it's just really hard to... The controls are a lot more touchy than I'd expect in this game. It's really hard to make small adjustments. I can't move just a little tiny bit. I move not at all or a lot. Which makes lining up a precise jump like this really tough. Which makes you a little worried how difficult it might be to do really precise stuff later in the game when that inevitably comes up. Unless this game's highest difficulty is just surprisingly merciful. Okay, how in the world did that happen?
Ready. Set. Go.
Nope. Dude, come on. Accidentally jumped an extra time and just... Yep. Accidentally jumped an extra time and jumped right over it. Can't tell if this one's higher and it's hard because of that, or if it's just something like I'm not already lined up to start with and that makes it more difficult for me. I'm just jumping like half the time. Or more. Yeah, I think I got a harder time landing on this thing. I think this hoop might be a bit higher. I think that's why I'm tempted to jump late half the time. Man. It's hard to actually get in there once you get up there too. Because you're just at the mercy of the bouncing. Hitting the backboard more often than not just sends you right off the hoop. I feel like the hoop is just too small for the marble to be likely to actually land it and stay in it. Hopefully this is not a qualifying time stage here because, oh boy. What? How did... I perfectly managed to... I didn't even jump off of the hoop, I don't think.
Go.
Whoa. Okay, that was a weird jump. Come on. Ah! I don't mean to jump off the hoop. But that one time I went over, I didn't even jump off the hoop, I don't think. It's just, I managed to bounce off it in such a way that I went right over. Probably should perhaps be trying to go more slowly as I do this. Man. This is way harder than I feel like it looks like it is. And the ball can get a lot of spin too, so when you hit the ball, when you hit the ground after landing, you can get a real unexpected burst of speed. There we go, my god. Was that actually taller or not? If it was taller, it was really subtle. Because it didn't look much taller to me, I don't think. I think it's just the fact I was aligned to start with made it a lot easier. No! My god. You wouldn't think that the stack geometry like this, it isn't like big slopes and whatever, would be this dangerous, but the way you bounce off of things in this game, and the way you accumulate a whole bunch of spin, I mean to say, that then translates into speed as you hit the ground, it's surprisingly volatile. I realize I'm jumping late a lot of the time, but if I don't jump really late, then I don't get enough height. Like, this is about the limit of how high you can jump. Okay. And you tend to jump really high when you jump out of the hoop, too. Out of the basket, I guess you could say. I like the idea of this, it's fun. It's just surprisingly difficult. Ah, man. You bounce a lot in this game. Like, this marble is really bouncy. It does not like touching things. It recoils very strongly on contact. I feel like if I had the shock absorber, it might actually help this a little bit. This would probably be a lot easier in that case. No! No! Ah! No! Come on! Why is this a thing that can happen?
Set. Go.
Alright. Man. There we go. Yeah, this one's absolutely shorter, isn't it? Maybe not from this angle. I can't tell. Well, it makes sense if they were made successively more difficult, wouldn't it? If they were made taller. I don't know. Got a lot faster. Got through a lot faster this time at least. Jeez. Nope. Oh, I accidentally held the spacebar down that time. The number of times I managed to just get on top of the basket and then roll out of it, though, is really annoying. There we go. Alright, one more set of these. Oh boy. Presumably going up a hill is not gonna be a dangerous task. Almost. This one would be kind of fun to see someone do quickly just by virtue of it being kind of fun. You see them very quickly. Well, this part you actually do have to get in the baskets, I guess. The ones before this, I feel like you could just skip just by jumping onto the platforms instead. Almost. But this part here, you actually would have to get into the baskets, and something is funny to me about the idea of seeing someone just very quickly put the marble in and out of baskets like this. Oh. Is this basket smaller or something? I know it's a famous thing that people playing a game will just hallucinate all sorts of different changes in different parts of the game and whatnot, and claim that an update did whatever thing that it didn't do, or that there was an update when there wasn't. But this basket does feel to me smaller than the rest. Come on, I want to finish this level and finish this episode. I really do think this one's really tiny. I could be wrong, because I always thought the other ones were pretty small from the marble to begin with, too. But this one somehow feels especially small by some standard. Come on, we're almost there. There we go. Man. Okay. Good thing there's no qualifying time for that one. I can believe 30 seconds. Okay, so... I don't know if we can go for the best time this time. We'll see about that one, but we'll try this next stage next time. Bye, everyone.